Hey y'all, Cloudy here, just taking you along for a craft fair vlog and how I set up. That was my car loaded down to the brim. It always seems to do that no matter how hard I try to rearrange and try to do it right, but oh well. This is me setting up my booth, and I'm going to put some mannequin heads for some hair accessories. Sometimes people are a little freaked out by it, but that's the best I can do to just show what my stuff is. And if y'all ever need a good shelving for your booth, go find you a shoe rack. I think they sell this at Walmart, the one that I have in particular. But I had a friend who was moving and she needed to clean out some stuff, and she just gave this to me knowing that I needed some display stuff. And I'm just going to lay things down and get it all nice and neat. I'm probably going to rearrange it several times before I actually fully like it, but we're trying to work quick here. And I'm setting up my little $5 basket. I like to have that as an option for people. I take some ornaments and I hang them. And I'm so thankful that it was supposed to be super rainy and cold. And it was still cold and overcast, but the rain held off until we were done. I'm so thankful for that. And this is my little box that I keep all my signs and extra tags and things like that, just in case of an emergency. Always carry some tape with you. I don't care if you think you'll never use it. Always, always keep tape with you when you go to these things, because something will happen where you will need it. And I'm just going to put up all these signs and hang up my ornaments. I like to hang them on the edge of my tent. So while you're watching me set up a little bit, I'm just going to get into some advice and things I've learned from the past year. I've done this again for a past year or so. And probably the number one thing is don't make your booth too crowded. It make it easy to walk into and access and look around. Because if someone comes with a stroller or a dog or just a bunch of people with them, they don't want to feel like they're being smushed, you know? We want to feel like they can walk in and it's just not overwhelming. And number two would probably be just try to stand up every once in a while, tell people, hey, how you doing during the holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving kind of thing. Just try to seem more open and inviting. Because even if people don't think about buying something, usually if you're friendly, they'll come and talk to you and then they'll kind of look around a little bit. And sometimes it's nice to have conversations because people want to know, how did you get into this? How did you learn how to make this or that? Even if they don't buy anything, you have a nice conversation, you might make a friend. So try to stand up every once in a while, smile, just look like they can walk towards you without feeling scared. And probably another thing is have some extra things in a bag somewhere just in case. And let me think. Another piece of advice would be, depending on your area, try to have a variety of things that are different prices. I try to keep my stuff no more than 15. Everything else is probably about $5. I have some things that are 10. My gloves, I think, are about 15 or so, just to make up for the yarn prices. And just have a good variety of prices, because not everybody has the same budget, and you kind of want to accommodate that just a little bit. So have some small things, like this little keychain rack I have. These are all just $5. They're small, cute. A lot of people love them, and it's easy. It doesn't take you that much time. Another piece of advice that I have is to have your signs that you have for your prices and things like that. I just have the big ones, and I will put them in some kind of thing that will make them waterproof. Whether you laminate them or use those little clear file holders that you put in binders, that's what I use to keep them safe. And here's my friend trying to sell the chickens. She absolutely loves doing this because she just likes to show people just how squishy they are and stuff. And she's funny. There she is saying hi. And I'm just going to put these out, and I'll come back to y'all in just a little bit. Okay, a couple of other things I will say is have a friend or your spouse or just someone to come with you just in case you need to go take a break, go get some food, go stretch your legs, do something. You always have a break every now and then, you know what I mean? And also bring your own cooler just in case you want to have just some snacks, maybe a sandwich or two, some drinks. Obviously, please bring water. I'm not a big water person myself, but when you're outside most of the day, trust me, you will need it. Please bring it. And that's a couple other things I have. Bring a friend, someone with you, just so you can have a chance to walk away from your booth for a few minutes if you need to, and bring a cooler with some things just in case. You don't think you need it because you have all these food vendors and stuff. You never know. Maybe you are on a budget. Just bring the cooler. And here is my finished setup. Here are all the ornaments that I said I hung up here earlier. Sorry y'all couldn't see that earlier. But the one thing I will say, just go and have fun. I know it is nerve-wracking to sign up for these craft fairs and stuff, but I will say, even if you don't sell anything, it still turns out fun because people will come up to you and talk to you and tell you how much they love your stuff and want to know how you learned and things like that. So you have some interesting conversations and meet some cool people. So even if you're scared you won't sell, go anyway. You never know. Thank y'all.